Well, hello there. How you doing? Oh, I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than that. Awkward. It's not like $20 buying like food at Walmart. Well, wait, we're talking. Now the reason why you guys came to this video. January 25th, 2015, I got my nose pierced. Looked pretty cool, right? I was so excited. And the video of me getting it pierced is actually on YouTube. So I'll link that down below so if you want to see it getting pierced. The whole process took about 30 seconds. Not even. The girl that did it was Romanian. And I did it in the mall of the state that I was at. And this lady she marked a pen mark where I wanted it on the left side. And I asked for a hoop. She took a needle. She said, close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, bang. Done. Barely felt it. Felt like a little tiny pinch. Put the jewelry in. Cleaned it all out. Done. That was it. That was it. It was done. Just like that. Then I loved it. I was like obsessed with it. It was a little tender, meaning like hard, and kind of felt like steak before you cook it for like maybe the first 3 days. And then after about a week and a half of me cleaning it, which I cleaned it with antibacterial soap, and I couldn't find any regular scent, so I just got spring water. And it's a dial, kills 99.9% of germs. I took a little cotton swab, got it on here, and just swabbed on the outside and on the inside, moved it around a little bit. And yeah, that's what I did. And it seemed to be working for about the first week and a half. And then I developed this weird... Oh, it's so itchy. It developed this weird looking bubble. It had a bubble around it. It was like a... At first I kind of thought it was a pimple because it looks like that, but it wasn't. I thought that it was kind of normal, and I didn't really know what it was. This little bubble thing, which I'll insert a picture right here. I thought it was infected, but I also thought that maybe it was like something was wrong with it. So I asked my dad, and he said that maybe I should just start cleaning it better. And I went to my mom's house, and she saw it, and she was like, oh my god, ew, that looks like a pimple. And then, so we popped it, right? Don't do that. About a week before I popped it, whenever I breathed in, like, it would burn, so I couldn't breathe in through my nose. I had to breathe in through my mouth, and it felt like wicked hot, and it was like winter, so that was there was one on the inside too, but they're gone now, thank god. So I popped it, and I was squeezing, like, spoiler alert guys, this is gonna be gross, but I was squeezing it, and like stuff was coming out kind of like a pimple, like a little bit of blood and like this weird pus looking stuff. Don't do that if this happens to you. It's probably the worst thing you could do. I thought everything was fine, and I cleaned it with, ready for it, rubbing alcohol. The thing you never want to do with a piercing is put rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide on it. Those are like the worst things you can put on it. And it's like this. So I did that, and then I started to develop this like yellow like one, and this one hurt really bad. I couldn't touch it. It hurt so bad. It was embarrassing to go to school, and it developed like right here, and it really sucked, and it was really embarrassing. And I developed another bump, and it was just like crazy. I'll insert more pictures. And after that, I asked my dad if we could go to the doctor. He said yes, but we didn't end up going to the doctor because we drove by like a Walgreens or CVS, and we stopped in there, and we got this. We asked the pharmacist what they recommended, and they recommended this Walgreens saline nasal spray. Looks like this. And then also Neosporin, which you should not put on that either. And twice a day I would like squirt this in my nose and there, like wiggle it around a little bit, and then put some Neosporin on it. or bacitracin it was, and that was like also really bad for it. I mean, this one was okay, but it wasn't a good thing. And then one of my dad's friends who used to do body piercings, she looked at my nose piercing. We were talking, and then she said, "Whoa, how long ago did you get your nose pierced?" And I said, "About 2 months about. This is about maybe 3 weeks ago." And she said, "Okay, well, you have what is called a polyp, which is the thing that I have. Okay, see, it's like gone now, but, and this big, it got pretty big. It got pretty big. And basically, it's just because your nose piercing's moving around a lot, so it develops like a, kind of like an irritation, like it's being irritated, so that's why it, like, developed. And she gave me some sea salt, which was in this little baggie right here. It looks kind of like crystal meth, but it's not. And this, and they're pretty big chunks, and you just take like 4 or 5 of them, to get a bowl and a Q-tip and get some hot water and dissolve like 4 or 5 of them in there, but just like a teaspoon of water, or maybe 2 teaspoons, but no more than 2 and no less than 1. And then just 2 to 4 times a day, just clean the inside and the outside, move your piercing a little bit, and then do it again. That's what I did, and then after about 3 days, I noticed that it started getting a lot smaller. All the bumps were going away, and I took pictures almost every day, which I will insert now, of tiny, you can barely see it. It looks like it's, like, I'm pretty sure you see it, how tiny it is. When you're looking, you can't really see it, a ball on it, but it's really small, and I'm really zoomed in right now, so you can't see it. Like, once I get to here, you can't see it. So I thought I would do this video. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so the pain wasn't bad. It was, on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 2, and it was over really fast. The lady that did mine, her name was Christina. She did it really fast, and it was really cool. She did it really professional. The place that I went to, I'm not going to recommend to anyone, because I've heard that they have a lot of, like their pupils get infected, and I knew that I wanted to get my nose pierced about a month or 2 before it, and I just, like, did it spur of the moment, and I was with my dad, and I was like, "Can I get my nose pierced?" And he was like, "Fine." So we went, got it pierced. I didn't really look up the place, I just found it online and went. I knew that they were certified, so that was good. But yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, put them down below. I want to do a little shout out to somebody that asked a lot of questions on piercings on my nose piercing video. I don't know their name, all I know is their username, and it's like in or something like that. I'll put their link down below. He or she, not sure, asked me, like, here, let me pull it up. So here, I'm just gonna read all the questions that I got on that video, or not all of them, but the majority of them. How did you know that you wanted to get your nose pierced? And then I said, after about 2 to 3 months of really thinking about it, like, I knew I wanted to change, just didn't know what to change. My dad and I were in the car, and I saw a place for piercings, and I knew I wanted a nose piercing. So we went in, and I paid $30, and I got a hoop on the left side nostril. I didn't, or got it, so that was good. I will have, just kidding, I was, like, doing an all about my experience video soon. If you decide to get one, make sure that you clean it with proper products. And then they asked me if I was Russian, because the person that, like, my dad was speaking Russian, because we know people from Russia, so we know things, and the girl was Romanian. Completely different. Were you scared to get it done? It felt like a little pincher when you, like, accidentally cut your skin on, like, a ring or something, and it was over in, like, 10 seconds, so it's pretty cool, and I love it now. Like, I really think that if I didn't have it, like, I'd look ridiculous. What is your opinion on industrial piercings? I said, I guess it depends on, like, where, like, obviously not where. If you don't know what industrial, it's like this thing, like the piercing that you put right here. I said if you're getting cartilage, I say yes. Like, yeah, do what you want. If you want to get it, then get it done. Don't think too much about it. I mean, obviously put a little thought into it, make sure that's what you want, but if you have the chance to do it, just go and do it, or else you're never going to do it. Your opinion on industrial piercings for guys. I said I would say the same thing, but if a guy wants to get a piercing, I say go for it. There's nothing better for you than change. It feels good, and plus, if you don't like it, you can always change it or take it out. Someone asked me what my Instagram is, which I'll put down below, as always. So I'll put, like, links to the products that I used to clean it if you want to get them. And also, do not put any makeup or like lotion or anything on it while it's still healing. It takes, the process for healing, it takes about 2.5 to 3 months. I've had mine for about 2.5 months, and I can now change it, but I haven't changed it yet, but I will soon. So yeah, and also if you have a polyp, do not change it until the polyp is gone. When the polyp is gone, I would say clean it for about another week or 2, just to make sure that it's not going to come back. And also, there's a pretty good chance that you have a polyp on the inside if you have one on the outside, so be careful for that. And I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. Bye.